And the type of implication for response is we should all be supporting people's livelihoods so they don't have to make that trade-off. Phase 4, emergency. Emergency is when people have now started to deplete their livelihood assets so that they have no choice. They have to eat less. They eat less in terms of dietary diversity, they eat less, which means quality of food, and they eat less in terms of calories. And we can detect that through malnutrition rates and slightly elevated mortality when we measure things like crude death rate. And so we can detect that. That's emergency level. Literally, people are starting to die. People are becoming acutely malnourished, and their livelihood assets are starting to be fully depleted. And that requires an emergency response. That might mean not just livelihood support, but it might mean a direct transfer of food to be able to keep people from dying and becoming malnutrition, or a direct transfer of financial resources so that they can make their own household choices. That's phase 4, emergency. Phase 5 is a famine or catastrophe, and that's when the entire system is collapsed. That's when mortality rates are now elevated above what we call 2 per 10,000 people dying per day, when malnutrition rates are above 30% global acute malnutrition, and when food consumption is so bad that over 20% of the population in any given area are just not able to even eat enough food to sustain themselves. It's a complete collapse of the system. And when famine is happening, it's not just a food issue. The whole society is collapsing. It's a health issue. It's a water issue. It's a sanitation issue. It's a protection issue, because in such extreme environments, people are highly vulnerable to exploitation and violence of all kinds. And unfortunately, as I said, this is going on right now in Somalia now. And as I said earlier, there is no reason at all why this needs to exist. We, as a global community, can end this now. It's a matter of what we've gotten used to tolerating in the past, and now it's incumbent on us to change our mindset that this is not baked into humanity's experience. We can solve it in the short term, and more importantly, with the right strategies and deploying of technologies, we can solve it sustainably in the long term.